Hi everybody, it's Miss Jane here with my friend Mr. Carl, and tonight we're going to teach you how to play Mancala. Mancala is actually a really old game, and it's a simple idea. I like it because even if you don't have an official set like we do, you can make your own. For example, take this egg carton. It has 6 pockets on top, 6 pockets on the bottom, just like our Mancala board. Then you could cut it here, split that in two, and have your pits on both sides. These are called pockets, and this is your Mancala pit. So all you need to play this game are 6 pockets on both sides and a pit for each player. Then you need 48 something, like 48 beads, 48 pennies, 48 dried beans, whatever you have sitting around the house. 48 little rocks. You can use it and play Mancala. So the goal of this game is to get all the pieces out of your pockets and into one of the Mancala pits. The winner of the game is the first one who empties the pockets and has the most in his pit, his Mancala pit. So choose a person to start first. Who wants to go first? I went first last time, Mr. Carl. Why don't you go first?
Okay, I'll go first.
And just start moving your beads.
Now if I make it to the end with one bead in my pocket without bleeding over onto her side of the board, then I get to go again. So I'm going to take this, one, and then one and one on the other side.
Great.
I'm done because I didn't end up in my pocket.
Did you see how that works? His turn continued until he had, it was his turn as long as the last place he put his beads was his pit. All right, so now it's my turn to go. And I get to go again because I put my clear bead into my own pit. And I'm going to go one more time.
Okay, now it's my turn. So I'm going to grab this one. There we go, because I noticed there were 5 in there, and there were 5 holes. So it's a game of counting. Okay, so next I think I'm going to take from this pocket. And I'm done because I ended up here and not here.
And that's all of my turn because I ended up here in my pocket instead of my pit.
Now notice I picked a different set so that I ended up here on this side because I knew that if I ended up on her side of the board I would have put 1 here and that would have given her an extra turn. So it's not about just what you put on your side, but it's also about what you put on your play partner's side. Now I don't have anything that's going to cause me to end up in my pit right now. So I think I'll take this one and just YOLO it over. Now you do not put a bead into your opponent's pit. So this bead goes here instead. It's always wise to use both hands when it gets a little difficult. Of course, I have a camera in my left hand, so that's a little bit more difficult. Okay, well, I have one here that I'll put in, and I have 3 here, so 1, 2, 3. That leaves 1 here again, so I can do 1 again. And I've got 4 over here. This is a pretty good turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 here again, so 1. And now, since I'm kind of almost out of beads on my side, I'm going to take this big old pile and I'm going to start dropping it everywhere. That'll help her there and here.
Wow, that was a lot of movement there.
Yes, it was.
All right. I'm going to start here.
Good place to start. So that makes that 2. Good counting. I know we're supposed to be against each other, but we're still playing together.
Okay. I don't have anything else to put into my pit, so I'm just going to take this one because it's getting super full.
Takes 2 hands to handle a pile of beads. You may make it all the way back around. You did! Look at
Woohoo!
that!
That's awesome. Okay.
So you get to go again.
Not over yet.
Yeah. Wow, what a turn.
Okay.
All right. Well, there we go. And interestingly enough, I don't know if you planned this, but you actually managed to mess up all of my moves on my board. So, I think I'm going to do this. And hand it back to Jane. Oops.
Oh. Oh, well.
Oh, wow. That's okay. Okay, so here. And then here. And then this one. So I can do this one again. And then I can do this one. Four. And now I don't have any more, so I might as well get this one out of the way. Okay. Well, there's one. Now, interestingly enough, whoever ends up with them, whenever somebody empties their board, the other player gets to take all of the stones on their side and put them in their pocket. So, ending is not always the best thing. The trick is to keep from putting stones on the other side of the board.
I think I'm just going to do this.
Yep, that'll help you next turn. Okay, and I am just going to do this. last few turns are going to be pretty fast. And sorry about the camera work here. My arm is getting very tired. Okay. Oops. There you go. Not enough comments from me. You're doing fine. Okay. Probably won't end up with any more on the other side of the board from either of us, but you never know for sure. Okay. And then you can put that one in your...
Okay, see? Mr. Carl's pockets are empty.
Mm-hmm.
So now, to find out who actually wins, we take what's left on in my pocket, just one, and I put it in his pit.
Actually, you put it in your pit.
Oh, I do?
Yes,
I
you
put
do.
it in my pit.
Yes, you put it in your pit.
And
We
then
just
we're
read the
gonna
rules
count.
before we did this, so we're all new at this.
We're going to count our beads.
I mean, that's an alternate way of playing. But the rules said you put them in your own, I think. Unless I didn't read them right.
Okay, so
I
that ended
think
up a tie.
We
I'm gonna
just
check
got
this.
24 each.
Yeah, the other player takes the remaining beads in his pockets and places them in his Mancala.
Yep.
The player who has the most stones in his Mancala wins. And we have a tie.
24.
24. Thanks
Good
for
job.
watching. I hope you try this game. Let us know what you think, okay? Talk to you soon.